I'm Max Ali, this is Life Manual, and this video is about the importance of not giving a shit. And I say that as someone who's probably relatively recently got to this position. I'd argue maybe within the last 3 years, I do not really care too much what other people think, as long as I'm following my own compass. That doesn't mean I'm gonna hurt people around me. It just means I'm very careful about whose opinions I'm taking in and how their opinion can affect my actions for not going after the things that I want. Like, for example, if you have disapproving parents or disapproving friends to you, for example, going after setting up a business, or why don't you get a stable job or something like that, or why don't you get married right now? You know, this is really going to affect your decision making. So I try to keep my decision making as pure to me as possible, based on my own rationale, my own thinking. Obviously, I do take on other people's opinions or from people that I value, but I'm very careful from who I allow influence my actions. And that's what this video is about. And I guess this is coming off a Charlie Morgan video that I saw recently about how he was saying that, you know, you really have to go all in if you want success, and you have to be unbalanced. And it reminds me of this story, I don't know which book I read it in, but it was essentially about like a guy asking the master, you know, how do you be successful? And you know, the master says, oh, come out into the sea. They walk out into the sea, and then the master pushes the student's head under the water, and then he's struggling, he can't breathe, and he's trying to bring his head up, and the master's still pushing it down. And then this goes on for a little bit, and eventually he lets the guy's head go, and he comes out and he breathes, and he's like, you know, what the hell, man? And then the master says, well, when you want to succeed as much as you want to breathe, then you will be successful. And it's taken me a long time to get there. But when you let other people affect your decisions, then that is an example that you really aren't hungry for it. When you're really hungry, when you like really want success, like you will begin to realize that I don't care what other people think. This is what I want, and I'm gonna post that video on the internet. I'm gonna write on LinkedIn. I'm gonna start that business. I'm gonna go knocking door to door. I'm gonna make those sales calls that I don't want to do. And you end up doing things that you don't even want to do, that you don't even like, but you know that this is the route. And I think that's the point you have to get to if you want to be successful, because you just really have to get sort of that one track mind, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes, in the same way that you do whatever it takes to, you know, breathe air if you're drowning. So yeah, that's what I've got for you today. Take from that what you will, leave your comments down below, and good luck.